Rooted in Abundance speaker is Madeline Gorman, speaking on behalf of the Gorman family. So welcome, Madeline.
Thank you for the introduction, Janae. Cindy Barnes will be here at the end of the month, but today you get me. Growing up, I recall hearing that it is not polite to discuss religion or money. Well, here I am in church, and today I'm discussing money. Yikes. When I think of stewardship, I think of nurturing. When I think of stewardship relating to church, I think of the ways that St. Michael's has allowed my entire family to find our spiritual gifts and offer those in service to our church family and God. Contributing to church is contributing to our family, and the nurturing is mutual. Janae reminds us today we are all welcome to come as we are, and we're challenged to stay open to change and growth. We came to St. Michael's when we came to Richmond a little over a decade ago. The school brought us to the church. How we participate in church has morphed and changed over the years, but we can always find some way to contribute. The possibilities are endless. Sometimes the opportunities are surprising. My husband, Chris, gets so much out of his time in the choir. If you ask him, I'm sure he'd love to tell you more about the benefits of singing, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. He may be giving his gift of song, but the act of singing is a gift to him. Our oldest daughter, Anna, sang when she was little, but really found her place when she served as the go-to reliable acolyte. Being involved in that ministry drew her closer to her best buddy from high school, James, and those two got very involved in Episcopal Youth Commission activities around the diocese and at Camp Chenko. Our younger daughter, Molly, has continued the family tradition of song. I'm sorry, I'm feeling emotional. I could go on and on about how singing has benefited Molly. Sorry. Whew. It helped her overcome her early speech issues, the singing. And it helps her to step out of the background and bravely shine. The music ministry here has truly helped her find her voice. Excuse me. Our son Carter dabbled in various aspects of church life, including acolyting, reading, outreach work through Boy Scouts, and youth activities like the crop walk. It's really fun. His biggest contribution lately is the most surprising ministry of all, this new technology ministry. Who knew a few years ago he would be able to share his gifts of building and operating technology to help bring St. Michael's online, beginning in COVID times and continuing to today. Literally today. He's operating the recording equipment today. Hi, Carter. So I've reported on everybody but myself. My role has morphed over the years as well. Chris, why am I crying? In the beginning, excuse me, thanks. This is not my comfort zone. Thanks everybody. Okay, funny story. In the beginning, my role was mostly peeling little kids out of bed on a Sunday morning and then doing my best to make sure they did not distract our neighbors in the pew. I may not be the first to volunteer, but I'll always usually try my best to come through as needed. With youth ministry, readings, singing, special events, various outreach activities, and giving inspirational talks on stewardship. Okay, between the five of us, we can testify that the opportunities for service are so numerous and mutually beneficial at St. Michael's. So, as promised, now is the time for me to talk about the most impolite of topics, money. We're not supposed to talk about money. Jesus flipped the money changers' tables at the temple. St. Francis gave away his entire fortune and only then found divine peace. God will provide. When we first moved here and our kids were little, we liked to have the kids put a little something in the offering plate. Even if we forgot our dollars, we never forgot our daughters. Even if we forgot our dollars, we'd still pass the plate around to symbolize engaged giving. Giving money just seemed like the right thing to do. And in the beginning, our monetary giving started off inconsistent. Pretty early on, we found that we did best when giving became more of a routine. Making an annual pledge helped us not to forget and kept us on track with our giving. So why did we start making annual pledges? Probably mostly to combat our disorganization and forgetfulness. Making a consistent annual pledge also allows us to have a record of past gifts so that we don't get complacent. When we lived in Colorado and I tried skiing, I wanted to stay on the safer and easier green trails. But I knew that the only way I would get better was to push myself a little every time, because no pain, no gain. We will continue to make an annual pledge. We plan to increase it this year when we eventually become empty nesters, or as Chris likes to say, free birds. We'll have the ability to increase our giving even more. So, as much as it pains me to discuss my personal relationship with money, it's even more uncomfortable to talk about how other people choose to spend their money, but I will. If you've not gotten in the habit of making an annual pledge, give it a try. It's nice to know that you made a tangible contribution. If you already make an annual pledge, maybe now's the time to check your records and see if you could put in a little extra effort this year to avoid stagnation. Contributing financially to church is contributing to your family and friends. Whatever you can give helps to keep the lights on, set the table for communion. So do take a moment in this stewardship season to consider what you can give. You can count on us to contribute to this church family, so please join us. And thank you for supporting me as here I am in front of this microphone. Thank you.